And we are joined by the 11th overall pick in the 2017 draft, Mr. Jake Berger out of Missouri State by way of the St. Louis area. Thanks for stopping by on the phone.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
So what was draft day like for you?
Emotional whirlwind. We were in the Super Regional the day before and lost to TCU, so we flew back from Fort Worth in the morning, and it was kind of a emotional ride back just because a lot of our seniors were leaving and whatnot. And then I had to lock in on the draft once I got into Springfield, and it was hectic. No non-stop phone calls, and fortunately, a great organization like the White Sox picked me and gave me an opportunity.
So you're a Sox fan, is that right?
Yeah, yep, grew up a Sox fan.
How? You're from St. Louis, right?
Yeah, I grew up a Paul Konerko fan, and I grew up playing hockey, and I was always up in Chicago, and fell in love with the city. And I was already a Hawks fan for playing hockey, and Paul Konerko was my favorite player, so I'm just like, why not be a Sox fan? And it clicked from there.
So you're a Paul Konerko fan, and I know you talked to Jim Thome. Has anybody else rang your phone recently?
Yeah, I mean, Paul Konerko called me today, which is unbelievable. I mean, it's just a childhood hero giving me a call and giving me some advice, which is spectacular and special, and I'll cherish that conversation for the rest of my life.
Let me ask you a question about how you view yourself. We have scouting reports on you, and we certainly know and have heard what you can do. Describe yourself to our viewers and fans, if you had to do that.
I mean, offensively, I would consider myself a consistent hitter that has plus power. I mean, that's what I'm known for is my power. But I'm still hitting over 300. It's just kind of how I've been. I make a lot of contact. I'm not like your typical power guy with a lot of strikeouts. That was a goal this season, was to have more walks and strikeouts coming into my junior year, and I accomplished that goal. And then defensively, I would say I've got a really good arm and good hands over at third base. And I know Hostetler said he wants me to stay at third base, and I want to stay at third base. And I'm going to do everything I can to work hard and stay over there. And then off the field, I would say I have great makeup. I'm a locker room guy. I've always been big on team chemistry and making sure the locker room's good, because that's a winning formula.
How so? How do you do that?
I mean, it's just building a tradition and just an atmosphere that promotes accountability amongst your peers. And that's done through a couple of things, but I mean, I don't want to get into specifics, but that's kind of why I chose Missouri State down here, was because they had that atmosphere and tradition.
When did you learn how to hit the opposite way? We've heard that about you. When did you make that a part of your game?
That's what my dad brought me up on. He really emphasized the other way and just making sure you have power to all sides of the field. Just because, I mean, that makes you a better hitter if you can hit it to all sides or all fields of the park. So, it's always been a part of my game, and I enjoy it. I think I have the most power to right center, as most people do, because you have your most loaded up position in that spot.
Well, Jake, you said something that for a young man is kind of eye-opening, and I know that there were a lot of smiles in the face of all of the people in our organization when you talked about accountability. It's very rare to hear a young player talk about accountability, but the game has become very important as far as chemistry is concerned and accountability, and you seem to have a pretty good handle on that.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, here at Missouri State, that's what we preach, and the last 3 seasons have been special for us. We've been to 2 super regionals in my 3 years here, so that's something I'll always preach. And I think a lot of college guys have a grasp of that, just that winning formula to make it to a regional and make it through a regional together, and playing for each other, not just for the stats.
If you have 5 hours off the field with nothing to do, what are you doing?
Oh, either hanging out with my teammates, challenging them to ping pong or some sort of activity like that. Putt-putt,
huh?
I mean, just yeah. I'm a masterful putter. Can't drive the golf ball, but I can putt.
How about that? The short game.
Yeah. I just slice the ball too much. That's why I can't drive it.
Nice. Did you say you played hockey growing up, or were just a hockey fan?
No, I played hockey growing up. I think I stopped my junior year of high school. So I've played it for a long time, and I love the sport of hockey. And I get a lot of flack for being a Blackhawks fan in St. Louis, but I wear it pretty well.
Nice. What's your favorite burger pun?
Oh, I don't know if I have one.
It's got to be constant, right? Is it constant in your life?
Oh, it's nonstop. It's been since kindergarten going up to now.
Do you enjoy it? Do you like them, or do you hate it?
I mean, some of them are okay. If they're clever enough, I'll give it a chuckle. But sometimes it just gets overbearing. But I don't mind it. It's good to see how creative people can be.
Nice. What's your pregame routine, Jake?
I mean, it depends on if we're home and away, obviously, with college ball. But home game, I try and get to the field. I mean, six hours before the game, and Missouri State has built a program that's very professional. So they allow you to come in and do whatever you need to do. And so I'll go into the batting cages, take 3 rounds of BP. 6 hours before the game, then relax, eat some lunch, and then go back out and do some stuff off the tee just to feel my body and feel my swing, and then by that time it's time to stretch and get out for BP.
Who was the single biggest influence in your baseball life?
I would say my dad. He played at the University of Evansville in Indiana, one of our rivals actually, and so he's taught me everything I know, both on and off the field. I got to give a lot of credit to him, and I can't thank him enough for what he's done for my baseball career and just my life in general.
What was his reaction on drafting?
Oh my gosh, he still hasn't come down. He's still on cloud 9. He's huge smile. I saw even a few tears trickling down. So he's super happy, super excited, and so is the rest of my family.
Well, Jake, it's a pleasure to have you along. Congratulations on a great day, and we'll see you out here at the ballpark very soon, right?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on.